The bottom line is that the Paris Accord is very unfair at the highest level to the United States.
It's a speech that has drawn anger and condemnation from world leaders and environmentalists who now warn of consequences to Mother Earth and especially the African continent.
With the withdrawal of US, we should expect that by 2030 the global temperature rise would increase to more than 4 degrees centigrade, and that would be like condemning Africa to incineration.
In the Paris Agreement, world leaders agreed to keep temperatures at 1.5 degrees by 2030 to cut down greenhouse gas emissions.
An American pollutes more, if you look at the ratio, than any other person in the world. If they're the second largest polluter, and given the level of their population compared to China, or compared to the whole of Africa. So in that regard, it's the most polluting country if you look at it per capita, per individual citizen.
Supporters of the Paris Accord, including some leading U.S. business figures, called Trump's move a blow to international efforts to tackle dangers for the planet posed by global warming. Former U.S. President Barack Obama expressed regret over the pullout.
China and the European Union are aligned on the need for international solutions. There is no reverse gear to the energy transition. There is no backsliding on the Paris Agreement.
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said Trump's decision was a major disappointment. Trump stated that the United States would stop payments to the UN Green Climate Fund.
So we're getting out, but we will start to negotiate, and we will see if we can make a deal that's fair. And if we can, that's great. And if we can't, that's fine.
Developed countries are supposed to raise $300 billion, which is supposed to move to developing countries to support their economy and also subsidize some of the loss and develop the climate change adaptation systems. Now, US committed $3 billion. They have already given $1 billion.
The UN said the accord would not be renegotiated based on the request of a single nation.
If Donald Trump decides to withdraw the United States from the Paris Agreement, which in the first place is not even fair to Africa, then it's like making Africa a graveyard for climate change impacts and victims globally.
Scientists say greenhouse gas emissions trap heat in the atmosphere, causing a warming planet, sea level rise, droughts and more frequent violent storms. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen Weekend.